video number 2. Hello. So, where did we get to? We got to standing, didn't we? So, coming to standing, I'd like you to come up and down a few times. So we're just going to lower our gaze down towards our feet. Just going to bend knees, pushing hips gently back, rolling the shoulders. You know, this is, imagine being side to court, go outside, through side, you know, put our lives back again, please, thank you. And excuse me, arms are just dangling underneath you. And so this, I'm just again noticing my feet. How are they on the floor? How do they feel? And I'm just going to push into them a few times and straighten the legs and just get to feel how the feet push me up to standing. So I'm just bending the knees, pushing the feet, and then I'm just going to rest. And I'm now just going to push down, feeling from the feet how it feels me to come up. And I can feel now that I'm getting to push my hips forwards, and I'm feeling now that I'm going into my lower back. I'm feeling now that movement travel all the way up to my shoulders, and I'm looking up. So do you notice my hips are forwards and I'm looking up? I'm comfortable about bringing my arms up. Again, listen to the body. Don't bring them up just because I'm bringing my arms up. And I'm just feeling that that feels comfortable. Now I'm pulling my tailbone back, so my hips are coming back. Do you feel, see now how my legs are straightening? It travels up, my ribs come over hips, and again, I'm just going to come now down to the floor. I'm lowering the gaze, lowering my arms, releasing down. And then from here, you know, we can hang around in fold. It might be you choose not to come up into fold. Some of us don't practice full folds for medical reasons, so you might come to a half fold. So you know, whatever you do, you can always maybe rest on your elbows. But you might be happy to come all the way down into fold and to bend knees and come all the way down into crouch. Bottom might be off the floor. I mean, both will be off the floor. Heels might be off the floor, depends on how we build. And then push down wherever you are and allow the tailbone to tuck under and climb up to standing. And rising up. Tailbone moves back. And again, let's roll down again. So lead with the head. Again, choose where to stop. So I'm just going to come into half fold, just in case you feel that you need to follow me and you know that you're not allowed to. But again, to come up, I'm just going to tuck my tailbone. I'm going to rise up. Tailbone's leading. I'm going to try coming down this time using my legs. So legs need to be nice and strong, and so do hips. I'm just squeezing my heels together. And then I'm now bending my knees, and I'm just trying to keep my spine like a passenger. So notice my back hasn't buckled. It's staying nice and straight. And I can feel that my core is switched on. I'm not saying, oh, let's grip it on. It's switching on and my knees are bending. I'm coming down as far as I want. Oh, I can feel this in my legs and my hips. Bellies come to thighs. So again, if you don't want to come into full fold, take your hands to thighs and again into half fold. But you might be happy fully folding. Tucking tailbone, rising up. Tailbone moves back. Using legs, I'm squeezing heels. You might be thinking I'm going to roll down. So roll down, be up. It's up to you. Use your own body. Exhale. Rolling up. So I'm all about my legs at the moment. I know that I'm trying to strengthen my left side, so I'm choosing to go up and down with a fold, with the legs. But if you're not needing to do that, please listen to the body and explore rolling down. So I'm now going to take myself to full height. So I'm just going to pull my hips back, feeling my spine stack and bringing my hands to heart. This is how I train myself to stand, lower my hands down. And now we're going to take ourselves into little twists. So keeping your feet still. This twist feels different for different people. I think it all depends on what's going on in your hips and again how you've walked and how your hips end up the way they have. I met a woman the other day who said she has no pains in her hips and I was like, you're so lucky. Anyway, so looking at your feet. So my feet are under my hips, they're not together. Not too wide, they're just under my hips. My feet are comfortable. I'm just making sure my feet feel like they're bearing my weight. And now I'm picturing that my right heel, which is my left heel, which is this one, I'm just going to look opposite side to you. I'm trying to pull it in towards the other foot, so keeping the foot still. I'm going to bend one knee. I'm just going to do the side on so you can see the knee bend. There you go. And then I'm squeezing my left heel in, and do you see how I'm turning? So this is all from the squeeze. The squeeze is making this happen. And I can feel it in the shoulder, and I'm just looking behind me. To release the twist, I just release the foot and that brings me back. So I'm squeezing my left heel in, dropping my right knee, and I'm following it round. So with this, you might sometimes feel like little aches and pains in hips and stuff like that. And all I'm going to ask you to do is just to soften the movement, don't go straight into it. So just go into it a little bit. And when you start to feel like that little, ooh, back off. And again, go into it, notice if there's anything there, backing off. Go into it, notice if there's anything there. Oh, I've gone a bit further before that pain comes. So I'm just kind of going, this is called feathering. It's called just going into something, exploring it, and then backing off, and then going into it. So now same foot, so I'm still on this foot. I'm going to try pushing the foot outwards. So keeping the foot still and pushing. Ooh, look, my heel the other way, and I'm going the other way. And again, I'm releasing it. So I'm just trying to push my left heel outwards. And I'm turning to the right, looking over my right shoulder. And what this does, there's a little rotation in the hip joint, and it's a nice little pandiculation. The group of muscles, the back of the hips, get a little bit tight and tender for one reason or another. If you can just imagine getting squeezed and released. You might have noticed my breath is an exhale on the twist. And an inhale to centre. Now I'm going to explore the opposite side. So I'm just going to bend my left knee, squeeze my right heel and turn into the right. So my right heel is coming towards the left. And I'm just following that. I'm not twisting my hips. Well, I am, but it's the foot is twisting the hip. So it's not that I'm twisting my hip and my shoulder. It's coming from that footprint, staying still, and I'm following it. And again, I'm listening for any sensations of, ooh. So like, you know, if I notice there's a bit of an ouch somewhere, I'm just softening that movement completely and going towards it. And then I'm just softening that movement completely and going towards it. And just see if I can just free something up by not, I'm not pushing it basically. Hey, there you go. And now I'm going to take that right heel, keep it still, pushing it outwards. Exhaling on the movement. And then doing it each way. Both feet. And then releasing. So, my mat on this carpet is hilarious. Right, so I'm going to come to centre to the front of the mat, and I'm going to now take myself into something we did the other week, which is going on toes. So let's just take myself into a roll up to come to standing. So again, as we did before, roll up the spine, bring the hips to centre, hands at heart. Exhale. Inhaling up onto toes. Exhale, bending knees. Try to keep the knees parallel. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, coming back onto heels. Inhale onto toes. Exhale, bending knees. Inhale, back to centre. Whoopsie daisy. And exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 5 breaths. Bending knees. 5 breaths. So try and keep the pelvis upright and the spine tall. Rising up and then exhaling down. So now I'm coming out into a wide leg stand. So notice my feet are wider than my hips. And then I'm turning my toes out, heels in. And then just lifting up my toes, dropping them down again, getting that sense of footprint. And then taking my hands to heart. So we're going to come into goddess pose. So I'll show you from the front facing. This is goddess pose. What I'm not doing as I'm coming down into this pose is that. So I'm trying to keep my spine tall. Again, just imagine you just sitting down on something really big, like a big log or a horse. It's also called horse stance, this pose. So feet are parallel, turn them out, getting the footprints, and then exhaling down. Again, these footprints, I'm trying not to roll in, trying to keep those knees wide in the direction of the toes. Inhale, pushing with the feet to rise up. Feet are then parallel. So I'm going to lower down with a roll firstly, so letting the arms dangle, leading the head, bending the knees, softening the back, and exhale into the floor. So it might be your hands don't reach the floor, you might choose to put a block underneath your hands, you might have your hands on your shins, you might bend your knees to get to the floor, because you can always get to the floor that way, can't you? So now, inhale, tuck the tailbone, feel your weight going into your feet, rising up, hands coming back, and exhale, coming back down again the same way, or bending the knees. Pushing the hips backwards and allowing your spine to lengthen forwards. So I'm just going to show you that from the side. So that's bending knees, pushing hips back, spine lengthening forward, sinking into forward. So I'm now walking my hands across towards my right foot. Fingertips to floor, left hand to my hip, and pressing into the hand and looking over the left shoulder. Inhale into centre, walking across the other way. So my right hand and my left hand's in front of my right foot, I'm bending my right knee, hand to hip, and exhale. So again, you might have a block here. You might be really bending your knee to find the floor, but the biggest thing is that we're asking here is that we're not twisting with a bent spine. Feel the spine lengthening. So try to keep the spine straight as you turn. Coming to the opposite way. So again, both hands this time in front of the knee, feet parallel, bending my left knee and bringing my weight over. So I'm just going to show you this way as well. Bending the weight and again over. So keep my right foot straight. Pushing. And again, exhale. So now bending my right knee, fingertips to block. So side on. Just keeping the spine straight. Inhale into centre. And exhale, find a fold. So bending knees or rolling up. So if you're going to roll up, tuck the tailbone and climb up. Or if you're going to bend the knees, drop your weight into feet and push. Exhale. I'm going to do it facing you this time. Inhaling, so toes out, lift and spread. Exhale. Inhale, push of the feet, rising up. Feet are parallel. I'm going to go with the legs bent this time, so lead with head and roll down, but anchoring down. Pushing hips back, fingertips to floor, legs straighten. Exhale. Again, rolling to standing, so tucking tailbone, rolling up, or bending knees and pushing up. Exhale, so roll down, so again leading with the head or bending knees. Walking both hands across to the left. Bend the knee if you need to, placing a block under the hand if you need to. Take your left hand to your hip and look over the shoulder. So again, straighten the spine, so bend the knees and allow the spine to straighten if you need to. Walking to the opposite side. Both hands to the floor, but then keep your left hand on the floor, bend your right knee and again twist. Inhale, both hands across to the left, so again bending the left knee, straighten the right leg. Pushing with your left foot to come to centre, bending your right knee. Inhale, push to centre and exhale. Inhale, rising up, so I'm going to round up this time. Exhale. One more time, toes out, heels in. Exhale, I'm just going to pause here for 5 breaths. So footprints are nice and even. Steadiness in the hips, again the spine is balanced, pelvis is upright. So again, not tilting. Pushing to centre. And I'm going to roll down this time, just in case people are rolling and feel that I'm not and I should be, and again sinking down. I'm going to roll back up, inhaling. This time I'm going to go down using feet, so bending knees, pushing hips back, and exhaling. Walking my hand across towards my left, so again I'm bending my left knee, taking my left hand to the hip and twisting. So again, you might choose to raise the hand, staying here for 3 more breaths. So have your left knee bent and your right leg straight. Walking across, inhale in. So now bending my right knee, left hand's on the floor. I can have my hand on my hip, looking over the shoulder, or again raising the arm. Walking across, both hands in front of the foot this time, so again using that block if you need to. Bending the left knee, spine is straight, so again side on. And I've got my right leg straight and the foot is on the floor. And again, that footprint, what is it doing? Keeping the right footprint planted. 3 more breaths. Rising and going across. Left foot planted. Going to centre. And the bow is up to you. So again, half fold with hands to shins, or maybe having knees bent. Keeping those footprints nicely planted. Explore bending elbows. And again, explore that head staying relaxed on top of the spine. Going back up, so I'm going to roll. Hands at the heart. And stepping the feet in. So I want to end with just one little balance. So toes are turned down. Going up onto toes and bending knees. So let's just end with a slight little meditation. So bringing your hands just to knees, bring your hands to heart. Lower your hands to your lap. How do you feel? Noticing the energy of the body. Laying down if you need to. Just noticing the energy of the body. Just picking on the areas of tension and where we hold them. Are we able to let go of them? Well, sorry for the curtailed class being split into two, but thank you for watching. It's been my pleasure to try and teach you in this way. Namaste.